tap in and you can tap out. But you know my slogan, you know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got y'all here chasing that bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically. Constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 40,000 subscribers, and on our way to 50K. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. You already know where you at. Now do me a favor, right? Wipe your feet off before you step into the big house. Wipe off your feet, my G's. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot right here in the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to the chat. Make sure y'all do what y'all, you already know what to do. Like button, subscribe button, notification. Tap in. Now, I understand that it's fight night. Understand me, the fight is on. But before we get into the main event, before we get to, Carnelo, before we get to Crawford, before we get into the main event, I wanted to tap in with the people. It's a lot going on in these YouTube streets. I mean, it's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. You understand me? And I got a lot of people in my DMs. Yo, GMB TV, what's your thought process on everything that's going on with Charleston White? I mean, what's your perspective on everything that's taking place with CW right now in these YouTube streets? And I said, you know what? Let's speak to that. Let's go ahead and speak to that on this beautiful Saturday night before the main event comes in. I know a lot of y'all, again, I know y'all watching the fight. I know y'all tapped in, but you already know how we do over here. You already know how I give it up. And I want to speak to what's going on with CW. It's a war. It's a war. And everything is being exposed. Everything is being put on the table. You understand? Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. You got to know something. You got to know something. This is chess, not checkers. This is chess, my G. This is the chessboard of life that we are playing on. So you got to look at the situation for what it is, and you got to make a rational decision. Don't get caught up in your feelings. Don't get caught up in your feelings, my G. Get in your bag. Don't get caught up in your feelings. Get in your bag. You understand me? And we're going to talk about this. Big salute to CW. Big salute to all the content creators out there. Big salute to the truth tellers. One thing for sure, two things for certain. If we don't do nothing, we're going to tell the truth. Yeah, I'm going to give you that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. All right, so this ain't going to be a long live stream. We're going to definitely tap in tomorrow. You understand me? On a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And it's going to get deep. It's going to get wicked. And it's always deeper than rap. Because, I mean, we're going to unpack this whole situation with Charlie Kirk, my G. I mean, it get deep. Yeah, you never believe what's on the surface. You already know. You got to scratch the surface to really see what's going on. And nobody is connecting the dots the way Grown Man Business TV is going to connect the dots tomorrow. All right? So before we get into this information, because like I said, it's not going to be a long live stream. Before we get into this information, you already know I got to do some customizations to the chat. Yeah. Yeah, one thing for sure, two things for certain. The higher-ups and the elites are playing chess at the highest level. They always 5 to 10 steps ahead. So before I give y'all this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, you got to know something. I'm going to do some customizations to the chat, all right? Yeah, they always trying to shadow ban the channel. They always trying to muffle the message. Always. It never stops. But before we get into this, we're going to do some customization to the chat. So big salute to everybody. I see y'all in here. Well over 200 people in the chat already. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you tapped into the Realest. All right? Don't waste no time on hitting that like and that subscribe button. We on our way to 50,000 subscribers. Easy money. Organically. All right? So, yeah, we're going to have a conversation. Are they going to cancel Charleston White? Is Charleston White in danger? I mean, I got a lot of questions in my DMs regarding CW. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to address this right here and right now. All right? So you already know what to do. I see y'all in the chat. Oh, yeah, you see that right there at the bottom? You see that right there? Before you get into my comment section using your Twitter fingers with your Twitter fingers, doing all your Twittering with your Twitter fingers, all in the chat with your Twitter fingers, doing the Twittering with your Twitter fingers, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. Loud and clear when you step into this building with Grown Man Business TV. Make sure you do that. All right? Now, we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes of this situation because CW is speaking out. It's a lot of people that's feeling a certain type of way about what Charleston White said about Charlie Kirk. And I mean, I got to say, man, it's nasty work. Absolutely nasty work. Not what CW is doing. Not what Charleston White is doing. Charleston White is doing exactly what Charleston White has always done. I think it's nasty work that now all of a sudden y'all feel some type of way about Charleston White. Now all of a sudden y'all want to cancel Charleston White. Now all of a sudden it's an outrage. It's an outrage all of a sudden. All right? And I think that's nasty work. And we're gonna really dissect this, man. Big salute to CW. One thing for sure, two things for certain. You know, I don't always agree with Charleston White. Absolutely, I don't always agree with Charleston White, but I like the fact that Charleston White is not taking pics. He's not one of these content creators like Anton Daniels that's gonna only attack the black community, and then he gonna tuck his tail when it's time to talk about that dog fur. Yeah, when it's time to talk about the dog fur, most of these dudes is tucking their tail. Charleston White obviously is not one. So we gonna talk about this. Big salute to the chat. Let's make sure we tap into this. Now, you already know it's a lot of people with mixed feelings about what happened to Charlie. What happened to Charlie Kirk, you already know how I'm giving it up on my channel. This ain't no rest in peace in the chat for Charlie Kirk. This ain't no get well soon. This ain't none of that. Charlie Kirk is pushing up daisies. Lil homie is sleeping with the fishes. I mean, he doing all of that. I'm not happy about what happened to him. I don't wish that on anybody. But who am I to say that Charlie Kirk didn't deserve that? I can't say you didn't deserve that. That's not my job. That I'm gonna leave that to the Most High. The Most High know what you deserve. The Most High know what should be coming to you. All right? So again, I'm not celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. I'm not celebrating the assassination of that young man. But I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. I mean, in the words of Cameron, yo, people get shot every day, B. People die every day, B. This is normal. This is reality on American soil. So again, it's nasty work. It's nasty work because when Charleston White is disrespecting the black community, oh, you already know Charleston White will disrespect the black community. We all saw what he did over there at that HBCU. I mean, nasty work. That was so disgusting. I didn't even do no content on it. I didn't even want to talk about Charleston White in that college with those black students making a scene, making a mockery. But nobody had no problem with that. I didn't see nobody with the dog fur talking about that. I didn't see nobody with the dog fur, not one Caucasian Neanderthal caveman speaking out when Charleston White is disrespecting Nipsey Hussle, disrespecting DMX. Nobody cares when it's happening to us. But we are supposed to care when it's happening to you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You understand? Again, tonight, we just gonna put this information out there. But tomorrow, we gonna dig deep. Tomorrow we really gonna get into this because it's so much false information being pushed out there. It's so much, you gotta understand something, man. The agenda is being televised. The agenda is being televised and it's being pushed. And these people have absolutely ran out of time. Y'all have ran out of time. The smoke and mirrors have cleared, homie. We can see directly through the smoke and mirrors. We can see y'all, Caucasian people. Y'all can't hide behind the dog fur. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Y'all are not victims. Y'all can't hide behind racism. Y'all can't hide behind word semantics. The jig is up. Charleston White had some choice words for Charlie. In the dog fur, they are up in arms. The chickens have come home to roost, my G. The chickens have come home to roost. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, one thing for sure and two things for certain, you already know. You already know. I kept the receipts, my G. Yeah, when you come to this channel, for all my newcomers, I don't do nothing. I don't create content. I don't go nowhere without the receipts. Oh yeah, I got a gang of receipts in my back pocket. We gonna go through a couple of them tonight. I got more tomorrow. So again, you want to make sure you subscribe to the channel. You want to make sure you getting your notifications because I'm not your everyday content creator. I'm not the dude going live with y'all every day. So anytime I hit that live button, it's going to be pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. It's going to be potent. Yeah, this dope right here is potent, my G. Take it easy. You don't want to overdose with this content that I'm delivering when the downloads are downloading. CW has some choice words. But before we talk about Charleston White, before I go any further, because you got to know something, Charleston really, he really showed his ass on this live stream. He really took it there, right? I wanna start with this. White people. I'm gonna deliver a message to y'all tonight and tomorrow. I've told y'all a long time ago that white men are cowards. Respectfully, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I don't want you to take this and run with it. I want you to understand exactly what I'm saying. I'm being very intentional. White men are cowards. They only prey on the weak. They prey on women. They prey on children. But when it comes to grown men, heterosexual black men standing up, they don't never want no smoke with a grown-ass man. You never see white men running down on a grown-ass man. And I'm saying that because on another level of cowardness, you gotta really be able to see this. It's a reason why white people, white men are mad at Charleston White, why white men are making threats to black colleges, to black people, even though we had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. We had nothing to do with it. Obviously, that is white on white violence. That is dog fur on dog fur crime that took place out there in Utah, but y'all got a problem with us. Y'all got a problem with us because y'all scared to talk about Israel. Let me tell you something. White people are scared of Jewish people. White people fear Jewish people. Y'all want to go to war. Y'all want it to be a race war. Y'all want it to be a civil war. And y'all already know that came down the pipeline from the higher-ups and the elites out there in Israel. Yeah, since y'all are scared to say it, I'ma say it. I'ma say it for you. To all the white people out there, y'all know that y'all war is with Israel. It's not with black people. But y'all got that pussy. Y'all so scared. Y'all are such cowards that y'all don't want to talk about the real opposition. The same way Young black men are scared of the police. Young black men are scared of the National Guard. Young black men are scared of white supremacy. It's yes, sir, and it's no, sir, when that white boy walk in the room. That's the same way white men act when Jewish people come around. Oh, yeah, we're going to get deeper into this tomorrow. But I want to just let y'all, give y'all some context on where I'm going with this. We all know that that white boy out there in Utah, we all know he's a puppet. We all know that is somebody higher up that was pulling the strings to get Charlie Kirk head blown off. Yeah, we all know that. But white people is trying to go to war with black people. Y'all are comfortable with a race war. Y'all are comfortable going and blaming black people. But y'all ain't said one thing about Israel. Y'all ain't pointed one finger at them Jewish people. So I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to call y'all cowards. I know you scared. Yo, white people will speak about everybody except Jewish people. Oh, they know better. Even the white man know better. The American white man. God bless America. That dog fur. Y'all know better than to point the finger at the real opposition. But don't worry. That's the beautiful thing about independent content creation. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about this. I ain't got nobody to tell me what to say or what to do. Oh, we gonna go deeper tomorrow. But right now, I just wanted to scratch the surface. You got to know something. Dog fur on dog fur violence is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high. And y'all was praying that y'all was going to be able to use this situation with that assassination out there in Utah. Y'all was going to be able to use this to segue into a civil war, into a race war. That's what y'all thought y'all was going to be able to do. But I keep telling y'all, universal law is not going to allow y'all to win this situation. The meek will inherit the earth. The meek will inherit the earth, and every stone will be overturned, my G. There is nowhere to run, and there is nowhere to hide. I don't care how deep you bury that bunker. I don't care how deep you dig. Every stone will be overturned. Big salute to the chat. Well over 1,000 in here. Yeah. Them Jewish people got that dog fur. Caucasoid people got that dog fur. Yeah, y'all wanna, it's disgusting. You know, before we get into this receipt, salute to Charleston White. You know, I want to say this. Y'all ancestors, they were savages. Your ancestors, them old white men from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 20s, oh, they was absolute savages. They're rolling over in their graves at the pussy you white boys is showing. They are rolling over in their graves right now, watching how soft y'all have become. The American white man is a coward. The American white man is not as powerful as y'all try to make him out to be. You know, y'all like to prey on women. Y'all like to prey on women. Y'all like to prey on mentally disabled people, and y'all like to prey on children. But when it come to grown man business, y'all don't want no combat. Y'all don't want no smoke. And your ancestors, oh, they was the total opposite. They was the total opposite. So I don't want to. I'm tired of hearing y'all crying about Charlie Kirk. People die every day, B. Dudes get shot every day, B. You know, when George Floyd got assassinated, you know how many white people made jokes about George Floyd? They called him Fentanyl Floyd. You remember when Trayvon Martin got assassinated, when he got stalked and he got attacked and he got assassinated? You remember how many jokes white people made about Skittles? Oh, Skittles was at an all-time high in sales. White people was buying Skittles. Y'all was posting Skittles. Y'all was doing all of that. You know when Fred Hampton got assassinated in his bed for freedom of speech, y'all ain't have no problem with that. You know when Martin Luther King got assassinated for freedom of speech, y'all didn't have no problem with that. When Malcolm X, I mean, I could go down a list when it come to this. When all of these black men got shot in the face, assassinated, y'all made jokes, but now all of a sudden we need to have empathy and sympathy for Charlie Kirk. We need to pray for Charlie. We need to pray for Charlie's children. Well, what about Malcolm X's little girls that watched him get assassinated by the US, CIA, and the FBI? What about Martin Luther King's kids that watched him get his face blown off? What about the parents of Trayvon Martin? So we don't want to, I'm tired of you dudes crying on the internet. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Do something or lay down, go to war or go to work. I'm going to tell you like I tell my people, go to war or go to work, my G. But all this crying, y'all ain't getting no sympathy. We ain't shedding no tears. Okay, and I'm going to talk more about, this freedom of speech, this whole freedom of speech BS. We're going to do that tomorrow. Okay? Yeah, get deep, my G. You think Charlie Kirk was the only one that got assassinated? I mean, we've been watching our leaders be assassinated on American soil for the last 100 years. So, white on white violence, dog fur on dog fur violence, that's your problem. That sound like a personal situation that y'all need to get in control. Y'all might want to handle that. But I'm not just going to let y'all sweep that under the rug. I'm not just going to let y'all coward out like y'all always do. Y'all always turn to cowards when it's time to go to war. Y'all always get that pussy when it's time to go to war. No, we not going to let y'all do that. Say something about Israel. Say something about the people that eliminated Charlie Kirk. And don't worry, because if you don't say something, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Well over 1,500 people in the chat. The voice is powerful. My voice is more powerful than CNN, my G. It's more powerful than Fox News. Yes, and my voice is more powerful than DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God playing butt tag on your morning radio every morning. My voice is powerful, and I also carved out a lane for the real. This is the only lane for the real that you're going to be able to get into. Everything else has been compromised. Everything else has been sold out. Everybody else is a slave to a YouTube check. This is the lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. Big salute to everybody in the chat. Well over 1,500 people in here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You in the right place. I'm not going to let y'all coward out, and I'm not going to let y'all blame black people. Okay? So let's and we're going to go deeper tomorrow. But let's look at this first receipt right here. All right? I want to get into the receipts. Let's get into this receipt, and then we're going to dissect this, and we're going to talk about this. All right? Big salute. Y'all already know where y'all at. Hit that like button, man. Look!
White man, fight back! 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 White
Now, let's look at that one more time. Salute to the chat. Let's look at this one more time. I want to make sure we hearing this correct. I want to make sure we hearing this correctly, my G. No. Let's look. Look.
White man, fight back! 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 White man, fight back!
White man, fight back. White man, fight back. White man, fight back. Y'all in the streets saying white man, fight back. The real question is, who the hell are you going to fight against, white man? Who are you going to fight against? Black people didn't have nothing to do with this. It happened out there in Utah. I mean, the white utopia. Utah is a white utopia. A white boy blew his head off. So the real question is, who the hell are y'all talking to? Yeah, I told you, I'm not gonna let you cow it out. And we're gonna go deeper tomorrow. But when y'all get in the street saying white man fight back, say some names, white man. Don't be a coward now. Who exactly? It was white on white violence. It was dog fur on dog fur violence. Who exactly are you fighting for or fighting against? Okay? Nasty work out there. Nasty work. I'm going to let CW talk because we're going to get into that receipt. But when you say white man fight back, you might want to be specific. Yeah, specific. That's what I said. Specific. Say some names. But y'all ain't going to say those names. Y'all ain't built like that. Y'all ain't going to say, we going after Israel. We going after the Jews. We going after this. We going after that. Y'all really want us to go to war with you know what? You know what? Don't worry about it. I got some game for y'all. I'm going to tell you something. The reason it's a beautiful thing is because black people, my people, we realized we going to back up. Listen, white America, y'all don't like black people. Y'all don't want us in your community. Y'all don't want us working with you. Y'all don't want us to succeed. Y'all don't want us to build a black Wall Street. Y'all don't want us to do anything. So what I'm going to do and what we are going to do is we're going to just back up and we're going to let y'all do y'all thing. And that is the key to success. When white people don't have anybody to go to war with, guess what they do? They go to war with themselves. Listen, when Caucasian people don't have anybody to hate, they start to hate themselves. So now that we done backed up and we done got out the picture and we letting y'all do y'all 1-2 step, you are seeing white on white violence. You are seeing Caucasians eat Caucasians. You are seeing dog fur eat the dog fur. So black people, my people, all we got to do is stay out the way. Stay out the way, my G. Hey, to all the black women out there that you know, Charlie Kirk was disrespecting. To all the beautiful melanated black women out there, sit pretty. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Sit pretty, sweetheart. Don't worry. To all the black men out there that he was disrespecting, get your money. Mind your business. Stay out the way. Okay? And I'm only giving y'all a little bit of this. Tomorrow, again, we are going to go deep. It is deep, it is wicked, and it is always deeper than rap. Who is the white man fight back? Well, who the hell is you fighting, white man? You ain't gonna fight us. Because we ain't got nothing to do with it. White men are scared of Jewish politics. Y'all are scared. Y'all are scared to speak on the real. So you know what? With no further ado, we're gonna get into this receipt with CW. with Charleston White. I like the fact and I appreciate the fact that Charleston White is not picking sides. The same energy that Charleston White has for black men, for rappers, for the urban community, he's keeping that same energy for you guys. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Let's get into this. Look!
You guys, they cannot twist this. No, you guys, he was killed by a young white conservative kid. They can't spin it. No, and no, he's not a fall guy. This kid been shooting for a long time, kind of like the Metcalf boys. Yeah, these kids are dangerous. These white kids are dangerous. They don't want it to be. But hey, guys, it's hey, I'm just saying, huh? Hey, I'm just saying, white people, your children are getting out of control. You're training white babies and shooting up fucking schools, and look at your white kids. These last white shooters have been young white kids, y'all. Young white children. So come on, white people, you got to get this shit together. Charlie Kirk, you're worried about niggers' problems. You guys got bigger fish to fry. Training white kids, shooting up schools, and white mass school shooters. White shooters. Stop worrying about your niggers. Charlie Kirk spent all that time whining and crying and trying to die about the niggers, only to be killed by his own conservative children. Wasn't killed by a nigger, wasn't robbed by a nigger, didn't have a car wrecked by a nigger. It wasn't the Mexican drunk driver that killed him, you know. Fuck you. I got a big dick. I bet you would love to fuck it. It's big.
We gonna stop right there. Goddamn, boy. I mean, hey man, I got to agree with the boy Charleston White. It wasn't a black boy who did it. It wasn't a Mexican. This right here was white on white crime, Billy. This right here was white on white, dog fur on dog fur, Billy. We got to figure this out. White people, your kids are out of control. Listen, the crazy part about it is, the same day Charlie Kirk got his head blown off, there was a school shooting out there in Denver, Colorado, where 2 or 3 children were assassinated by a young white boy. Just yesterday or the day before, there was another school shooting on American soil where 2 or 3 children lost their life by the hands of a thugged out or a hooligan, a goddamn criminal white boy. You understand what I'm saying? So we are at a time in American history where the mirror is being put to white people. You are having to look in the mirror. You are having to now really take accountability for some of the destruction. So nobody's talking about these school shootings. You got children being assassinated, and they are still talking about Charlie Kirkland. Oh, goddamn, Billy. Billy, I don't know what's going on out here. They got Charlie Kirkland out there, and the niggers are just talking, and the black people are just laughing, and is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know, we going to let CW talk some more. I'm going to skip forward because I don't know what he was talking about, what he was talking about right there, but I got to get, CW, he'll invite you to his private parts in a lickety split in a moment's time. Now, all of a sudden, we need to cancel CW. Well, you know what? If you ask me, my suggestion is we going to let CW live right now. We going to let him do what he do. Yeah, we going to he's a comedian. CW is a character. Charleston White is a comedian, and he's just making fun. He's just making parody. He's just trolling. Yeah, it's nothing illegal about that. white children have been out of control. The narrative is we need to get out there and go into the hoods and the urban communities, and we need to send the National Guard. Well, why don't y'all send the National Guard to Utah? You know how many white boys in Utah got that same rifle? You know how many white boys in Utah, transsexual men that are willing and ready to shoot and kill? You know how many white criminals are out there in Utah? You know how many white thugs, white on white violence, dog fur on dog fur criminality? Whew. Dog fur on dog fur criminality taking place out there in Utah. The narrative and the agenda is we need to get young black men under control. These YNs are out of control. Well, you know what? We don't see no YNs shooting yeah. The YNs got switches. They are no good for 200 feet. We ain't gonna be able to hit that shot from 150 yards. You know how many dangerous white boys it is out there in North Carolina? You know how many black truck drivers are losing their life out there in North Carolina? You know how many dangerous white boys it is in Alabama, Mississippi, Florida? I think y'all need to send the National Guard into these suburbs where these dangerous white boys live at. I think we need to send the National Guard to the trailer parks of America. Yeah. Let's send the National Guard to the trailer parks of America and let's clean up the streets of these dangerous, criminal, dog fur, Caucasian, Neanderthal cavemen that we got living in America. Because if you do that, guess what? Guess what? We ain't got to worry about another situation like Charlie Kirk. We ain't got to worry about another white man getting his head blown off by the hands of another white man if we send the National Guard. Let's get into this. Go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead. Look.
My dream is to be killed by a white man. Start a race war, you know? I would hate to be killed by another nigger. I would love to make a white man so mad they murder me.
Let me give y'all a stat, man. This is a quick stat. 58% of the white men in this country are pedophiles. They are, and 41% of white America are domestic violence abusers. Okay, so they're likely to be killed and unalived by their own family, by their own husband, by their own son, by their own brother. Okay, this is the absolute stats. This is the stats that's coming out. They don't like the fact that they manufactured, they done got some of this technology from these aliens and reverse engineered, whatever they did, and NASA sold it back to us. And then now the information's coming out. We're all connected on the grid. This is a quick stat. 58% of the white men in this country are pedophiles. They are and 41% of white America are domestic violence abusers. 58% of the white men in this country are pedophiles. They are and 41% of white America are domestic violence abusers. Okay.
So, you know, let's really tear down the veil. Let's really look through the smoke and mirrors. These are things that we already know. But, you know, the narrative is always shifted. We already know that 100% of the time, 99% of the time, a school shooting, a mass shooting, is going to be a Caucasian person. And we already know that Listen, 51% of Caucasian men have a pedo charge, a sexual assault charge, some type of charge sexually. But the narrative is black men are hypersexual. See, I tell y'all this all the time. Anything they teach us, anything they push towards us, any narrative that they allow us to indulge in, you have to flip it in reverse. You have to flip it in reverse. So now that we have this technology, now that we have access to these numbers, when you start really looking at the issue, everybody's looking the wrong way. 51%. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Respectfully, man. You know, these are facts. I'm not giving y'all I'm telling you the facts. When you start to talk to most, they have sexual predator charges, just like Adam 22. Just like Adam 22, my G. They have pedo. Why you think you don't get no time for pedophilia in America? Because they indulge in that. Why you think you don't get no time? You get caught with some crack, you get 20 years. You get caught having child P word in your computer, you might get 6 months. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. It's time that we start pinpointing the real issue on American soil. And again, I keep saying this because I want y'all to hit the like button. I want y'all to hit the subscribe button. And I want y'all to be here for this live stream tomorrow. We're going to go in depth with this. We're going to go in depth with this. We don't really, just as much as we need the National Guard in Chicago, we need the National Guard in Memphis, we need the National Guard in New York City, just as much we need the National Guard in Utah. We need the National Guard in these trailer parks. We need the National Guard in Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, Texas. In all these racist, rural areas where these dangerous white men live and they dwell and they form and they thrive at. So I know this is going to be hard to hear. I know y'all don't want to accept this. Nobody thinks it's racist when Donald Trump says he's sending the National Guard to Chicago. Everybody thinks it's racist when I say send the National Guard to Utah, to the trailer parks. Y'all don't want to make America safe. Y'all don't want to make America great. Y'all don't really want to do that, because to make America great means eliminating white supremacy. To make America great, you would have to lock up damn near 60% of white men in America. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we are at a point in American history. Listen, all we ever tried to do was live amongst white people. All we ever tried to do was be unified with white people. We are we are at a time now where that is out the window. All we ever tried to do was make a way for ourselves, buy a house, take care of our family, have a decent job, make money, have a piece of the American pie. And all y'all ever tried to do was stop us, hinder us, put roadblocks in the way, tell us to pull our boots up and lace them up. All y'all ever did was gaslight my people. And now we at a time where that don't even matter no more. It don't matter if y'all with it or y'all not. Y'all gonna get down and y'all gonna lay down. Y'all gonna get down and y'all gonna lay down. That's where we at with it. We don't care. You got a white president destroying America. You got white boys smoking each other. You got a young white man that assassinated Charlie Kirk. You got another bunch of young white children running up in schools. The What? What do you want? What do you want to talk about? How do you want to handle this? You know what? Hold on, real. Go ahead and talk to him, Charleston. Talk.
These masses of white children, they are saying in schools, are no longer having influence on them. It's not coming from their parents. It's not coming from their churches. It's not coming from their religion. It's coming from the rap music, and they hate it. They are being inspired, controlled. Now y'all seeing all of a sudden, all of these white girls want to be shaped aesthetically like a black woman. All blood. It's always been that way.
You know what? The downloads are downloading so crazy. I gotta say this. I gotta say this. You know, and Anton Daniel, you know, salute to that man. You know, I don't wanna, you know, disrespect that man, but I have to keep it pure dope over here, right? And everything that I'm hearing from Anton Daniels and all these other people, right, is Democrat and Republican. The left is this way. The right is evil. The left is evil. The Democrats did it. The Republicans did it. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, one hand wash the other and both hands wash the face. So I want to give y'all this game. Everybody that's falling under my voice, don't fall for the Democrat or the Republican situation. That's a ploy. That's a trick. One hand wash the other and both hands wash the face, my G. It don't matter who it is. You know, and when you listen to these people, they really believe this. They really take it serious. Yo, you know, I'm a Democrat. The Republicans did it, blah, blah. None of that is real. None of it. You know, I'm going to give y'all, you know, again, we're going to go deeper into this, but let me give y'all some context, right? You know, again, when there is no enemy, when there is nobody exchanging hateful energy with white people, they start to kill and they start to hate each other. That's what happened in the Civil War. You know, when we hear the Civil War, right, we think about black people because on American soil, everything is connected to us. This is our land. So everything is connected to black people. You hear civil rights, you hear Civil War, and you think about niggas. But what you got to understand is the last time we had this type of energy was the Civil War. You had the white people up north and you had the white people down south going to war with each other. In the Civil War, we engaged with them. We chose a side. That's where we fucked up at. That's where we messed up as black people, when some of us was fighting for the North and some of us was fighting for the South. The Civil War, you had white people up north saying, yo, that what y'all doing down there with that slavery, it was all good a couple of years ago. That shit is over. It's outdated. Y'all got to stop that, man. I don't know what y'all doing. And then you had the people down south saying, God damn it. Hey, Billy, we not going to, no, you won't take the slaves from us. That's what we do down here, down south. We got slaves. And you had the down south people saying, them goddamn Yankees up there, they want to take our slaves away. And you had the white boys up north saying, man, them goddamn Bamas down there, they don't understand. We going into an industrial revolution. We about to start building bridges with steel. We about to take this thing to the next level. That slavery shit is played out. And because they couldn't go to war and hate on these people and hate on those people, they started hating on each other. And then you had white boys from up north going to war with white boys down south. Oh, the Civil War was because of black people. Nah, that was dog fur on dog fur violence. And that's what we are seeing right now with the Republicans and the Democrats. Oh, it's going to be a Civil War. Oh, it's going to be another Civil War. Yeah, because white people they're ready to go to war with white people. Dog fur is ready to go to war with dog fur. The most beautifulest choice, the best decision we ever made, I'm telling you, is to get out the way. Let the dog fur go to war with the dog fur. Let little Billy out there in Utah make that shot like Steph Curry. Goddamn 200 yards away, he shot it like Steph Curry from the corner. Swish. He shot that motherfucker. Pow! Yeah! That motherfucker was pow! That was... Yeah! We ain't got none of... That's what's going on right now. So don't let them get y'all and put y'all in the box. Anton Daniels, yo, man, the Democrat, the party, and blah, blah, blah. They don't fuck with you like that, Anton. You got man titties and all that. You got man breasts. You built like the Michelin Man. You built like the motherfucking Marshmallow Man. Them white boys don't rock with you. Them Republicans don't rock with you, Anton Daniels. Okay? Everybody get out the way and let that white boy shoot like Steph Curry. Pow! Respectfully. I'm not trying to just say, there you gotta keep it respectful and all that. Pow! That motherfucker hit like a goddamn boy shit. He hit that shot like Steph Curry, Mark Mullen, Michael Jordan. Yeah! I think he was 223 yards away when he hit that shot like motherfucking Michael Jordan did. Pow! All right? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. The message is powerful, my G. We're not going to sugarcoat the message. Y'all never sugarcoated it for us. I remember seeing white people laugh at Sandra Bland out there in Texas. God rest her soul, that beautiful melanated black woman that got pulled over on a traffic stop, assassinated in a jail cell. And guess what those savages did? Guess what that dog fur did? That dog fur put her in a jail jumpsuit, set her lifeless body up on the wall, and took a picture of her fucking corpse. That dog fur took a picture of Sandra Bland's dead body and put it out to the public for everybody to see. Told us that was a picture. Come on. And guess what? I seen white women, white men making fun of Sandra Bland, and nobody had a problem with that. Nobody had a problem with that. I seen white men buying king-size packs of Skittles when Trayvon Martin was assassinated out there in Florida. I saw that. So forgive me if I don't feel no empathy. Forgive me if I'm cold-hearted. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We not gonna stay that long. Clean hour of power when it come to this. Charleston White crashed out. Charleston White did what Charleston White does. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This is a war going on outside. No man is safe from. No man is safe. You can run, but you can't hide forever. And if you can't hide forever, why the fuck would you ever run? Why would you run from this? Why would you deny this? The dog fur is going to eat the dog fur. He who was last will soon be first. The meek will inherit the earth. Every stone will be overturned. Y'all can't manipulate this. And I'm stopping myself because the downloads are downloading. But I got to save some of the downloads for tomorrow because it get way deeper than this. Yeah, I'm going to talk about, this whole, Christianity thing. I'm going to talk about, freedom of speech. You know how many black men been assassinated in America because of freedom of speech? Yeah, we're going to talk all about that. We're going to get into that. And we're not going to hold any punches. You know what? You know what? I want to let my man talk a little bit longer. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I like seeing CW pop his shit and do his thing. You know what, CW? Go ahead and pop your. Go ahead, talk to him.
There's no more Timothy McVeighs. These are young white boys with the shit now. And they want you guys' head. They don't like the hip hop. They love those hip hop niggas. All you white children love us hip hop niggas. Ask Aiden Ross, ask Neon. You can ask all of them. They love Cosmonaut, I Show Speed. They even love Uncle. But you old fuckers like their uncles, like Charlie, they don't like fucking Uncle Charlie's. Talking against their nigger friend. Hey, all you fucking Uncle Charlie's better beware. Your white nieces and nephew is on the nigger side. This is your Paul's the worst fucking nightmare. Our baby's coming together with them niggers. I knew it was gonna come a time. I'm the favorite uncle, Charlie. No one's shooting at me. You know, Charlie, you know what I'm trying to tell you, Charlie. Had you stayed debating them niggers on the HBCU campuses, you would have been taken. Soon as you took your ass back across the railroad tracks trying to debate them whiteys, it shot you in your ass. Them white children don't want to hear that nigger rhetoric shit. And they like Steph Curry and LeBron James and Kanye West and shit like that. They don't want to hear your nigger rhetoric anymore, Charlie. So guess what? Shh, be quiet. Silence your ass. Now, look at all the adult Charlie Dick Riders. All the Charlie Dick Riders and all, he was speaking truth. No, he fucking wasn't. The bullshit statistics that he was spewing out was bullshit.
Woo-wee. Yeah, Uncle CW talking that talk. Talking that talk, brother. Yeah, you know, we're going to talk about this. You know, he definitely was miseducated. He was misled with those statistics. And you know, Charlie was saying a lot of hot air. He was standing on a lot of hot air. You understand? And he was allowed to go to these colleges and spew that poison. But this where I like what Charleston was talking about. We are now in a present day on American soil where young white people are absolutely sick and tired of listening to their racist uncles, their racist parents, their racist grandparents. They are absolutely tired of it. You know, for centuries, for a long time, these white children was coming home. They go and visit their Uncle Bob out there in goddamn Mississippi. And your Uncle Bobby, he don't like black people. And he got those racist jokes about niggers, and he say this and he say that about Coy. Oh, they got that nappy hair, goddamn it. But the whole time, Lil Jimmy, he go to school with black people. Lil Jimmy, he like 50 Cent. He like Grown Man Business TV. Lil Jimmy, he likes Kai Cenat. Little Jimmy loves black people. Deep down inside, little Jimmy is sick and tired of hearing his grandfather call his friends niggas. Little Jimmy is sick and tired of listening to older white men disrespect and downplay the genius of black people. And little Jimmy is picking up that single shot rifle. Oh yeah. Y'all taking Lil Jimmy to the shooting range. Y'all got Lil Jimmy out there on the farm shooting hogs. He practicing to smoke you one day. Oh, we are in a beautiful, beautiful time in American history where now your children and your grandchildren are no longer open to that rhetoric that you've been telling them. Oh, be scared of niggers. Don't go hang out with niggers. Why would you go over there with the black people? Are you scared? Black people are thugs and criminals. Little Jimmy is saying, Casanet, he's not a criminal, he's a streamer. Grandfather, his name is Kai Sinet. He's a streamer. Oh, that goddamn nigger with those dreadlocks. Don't go over there. You see those dreadlocks hanging out that nigger's hair? Pop, that's King Von. Pop, grandfather, I love King Von. I took the money that you gave me and I went to a King Von and Little Dirk concert. Grandfather, what are you talking about? Those niggers. And y'all done spewed this racist ideology for so long that your grandfathers, your grandchildren, your nieces and your nephews are turning against you. Dad, what would you say that? You see how big that black man is? Dad, that's LeBron James. What are you talking about? Oh, look at that yellow nigger right there. What is he doing? Grandpa, that's Steph Curry. Why are you talking like that? And after 5 or 6 birthdays, are you talking down? Now he gonna shoot like Steph Curry. Oh, he hit that 200-yard shot just like Steph Curry. Pow! Respect, pow! Yeah, that's all I heard. Gang violence or no gang violence, pow! Racism is taught, my G. It is not something we are born with. It is not something that is genetically passed down. It is taught from birth. It is taught from a young age. These young kids, they don't understand that old racism ideology. These young kids are saying, Dad, listen, Dad, I love NBA Youngboy. I want to be like NBA Youngboy. Are you talking about that goddamn nigga with those dreadlocks? Dad, that's NBA Youngboy. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse because these young Caucasians are disgusted with your racism. They are disgusted with the jealousy you hold for black people. You can't deny this genius. You can't deny this melanin. But all you do is try to downplay it. All you do is try to discredit the genius of black people, and your grandkids are sick and tired. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are not going to have to go to war. This is not going to be a race war. Imagine a race war. Imagine how many white snipers will be shooting like Steph Curry for us. For us. It is not going to, we are not going to have to touch you. Your own kind is going to touch you. Your own children are going to eat you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to everybody that's tapped in. I know what y'all come here for. Y'all only come here for pure dope, straight off the brick, into the bottles. Y'all don't want it sugar-coated. Y'all don't want it stepped on. I'm not going to give it to you like that. And big salute to all the white boys in my DM telling me to keep going, telling me they love my content. I call those white people my Caucasian counterparts. All white people are not evil. All white people are not racist. All white people are not trapped with the ideology. They are not, all white people are not like that. To the white people that love, to the white people that spread light, laughter, love, those are my Caucasian counterparts. Those are the white men that I'll meet at the water hole. we can share information. When I grab the water for my family and you grab the water for your family, we can laugh and we can joke and we can, you know what I'm saying? I can give you some game and you can give me some game, and I could take it back to my village and you could take it back to your village. Oh, it's a lot of them out there. Yeah, I wanted to speak to that. It's a lot of white people out there that shed love and light. It's a lot of white people out there that are disgusted with their history, with their ancestors. They are disgusted with what y'all did on American soil, and they are going to start acting out. They are going to start doing exactly what the energy and the frequency tell them to do. It's a frequency. It's an energy. Now again, tomorrow, I'm going to talk exactly why Charlie Kirk was assassinated. I'm going to connect the dots for the Caucasian people out there that want to try to spin this into a race war, that want to try to spin this into something that got something to do with us when it ain't got nothing to do with us. I'm going to help y'all out. I'm going to give y'all the game. I'm going to make sure you understand. I'm not going to let it go over your bridge or under your bridge. I'm going to make it very simple and plain for you. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, it's a lot of white people out there that understand how great we work together. It's an outside entity. It is an outside country. It is an outside energy that is influencing hate within America borders. It is an outside energy that is pulling the strings, pulling at the heartstrings of American people. And the sooner y'all understand that, the sooner we can get America back in order. The sooner y'all understand that the Rainbow Coalition is being shoved and pushed upon us by your outside energy. The sooner y'all realize that this race baiting situation, this race war, this whole situation is being pushed on us by your outside energy. And y'all act like y'all don't know who it is. And I already told y'all. But tomorrow we're going to go more in depth. That man wasn't assassinated for freedom of speech. And I'm going to connect the dots. I'm going to tell y'all exactly why he was assassinated. CW, talk to him, my G. Look!
Skewed numbers. Motherfucker was propagating shit like Hitler did to Jews. He was a lying, sack of piece of racist shit. Charlie Kirk was killed by his own kind. They hate to hear that. They wanted to be a sniping rifle Muslim man. They were hoping it'd be a Muslim. They wanted to be a Muslim. And come to find out, it was goddamn me nephew Ron. Fuck it, Ron. What you shoot Charlie for? Talking about my nigger friends. My nigger friends really like one another. We don't know, hey. Hey! Charlie Kirk was killed by his own kind. I love it. I'm going to antagonize white people till I got to shoot one of you white motherfuckers. Hey! Charlie Kirk was killed by his own fucking kind. It wasn't a nigger that killed him. You gotta see a face for the white boy. Oh, this is America. I love America. Oh.
Woo-wee! CW doing what CW do. CW doing what CW do, but not one lie was told. Not one lie was told. All right? Yeah. You know, understand this, right? You can't come over here and you can't manipulate the algorithm. You can't come over here and play around. You know, first off, you know, we have grown this channel organically. We have taken this channel to new heights. All right. So as long as you engaging in the chat, that means my engagement goes up, and that, you know, I love it. So do your thing in the chat. I do got shooters in the chat that'll blow your head off and put you in timeout and all that. But we ain't even worried. You got to know something. There is no denying this pure dope, my G. There is no denying the truth. They don't like to see this. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk. We're going to do some good. We're going to do some good content creating tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be epic. Yo, you must get, ain't no bot pack. Nigga, is you crazy? We done had 50,000 people come through this live stream already in 70 minutes. 50,000 people. I do bigger numbers on my live stream than Hassan Campbell. I do bigger numbers on my live stream than, you know, the Star Report, Doggy Diamonds, Gully TV. All of these content creators with 150,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers. Congratulations to Hassan finally getting to 500,000 subscribers. But my numbers are different, homie. It's not about the subscribers. It's not about the numbers. It's about how pure the dope is. When the dope is pure, it sells itself. I ain't got to sell it to you. It's going to sell itself. All you got to do is come get it. All you got to do is come get it, my G. When the dope is pure, it sells itself. Yeah, we already at 47,000 people in and out this live chat right here. All right? So I understand that, you know, the fight is approaching. I understand what's about to happen. I'm not going to hold y'all up all night. I did want to, you know, bait the algorithm. I wanted to bait the algorithm so y'all can understand that tomorrow on Sunday, we are going to have an epic live stream. It is going to be epic. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification button, the like button. Make sure you share this live. Make sure we are in the algorithm. All right? Big salute to all my day one investors. Charlie P, Miss Love Lace. Salute to all my big wrenches. Yeah, big wrenches in the chat. Salute to everybody that is helping grow this channel organically. We are approaching 50,000 subscribers. Oh, yeah, you know all about this. Salute that. But we're going to do a lot of this. We not going to slow down. We not going to slow down. Listen, man, I'm going to land this plane. I'm going to close out with this. You know, this nation has fed off of our fear. It has fed off of our empathy. It has fed off of our energy. And it is time for us to redirect the energy. It is time for us to stand on business. Just because your man got his head blown off don't mean we need to have a moment of silence. Just because your man got his head blown off don't mean we're going to be putting RIPs in the chat. It's over for that. It's over for y'all making a mockery out of our leaders and then expecting us to shed tears for your leaders. It's over for that. It's over for that. I'm not celebrating anybody losing their life. You never heard me say hip, hip, hooray. You never heard me say I'm not celebrating somebody being assassinated, but I'm not crying either. I'm not showing empathy either. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. People get shot every day, B. People get shot. People die every day. That's it. Protect your neck, like Wu-Tang said. You should have had a goddamn bulletproof vest with a Kevlar goddamn scarf. Yeah. Yeah, you should have had a bulletproof vest with a Kevlar scarf and a bulletproof goddamn hat. Out there talking like that, disrespecting people like that. You know, you should have had you should have protected your neck like the Wu-Tang Clan. Ask your nephew or your son or your grandson about the Wu-Tang Clan. Protect your neck. You went out there and you talked that talk, and you paid the ultimate price for it. Lay it down, homie. Push up daisies. Swim with the fishes. Do that. Yeah, fuck it. It is. You said what you said. Your little homie blew your head off. White on white crime. Dog fur on dog fur violence. I ain't got sound like a personal problem to me. Yeah, because you know when it's black on black violence, when it's gang violence, that's a personal problem that black people got to deal with. So when it's dog fur on dog fur, that's a personal problem. Yeah, that's a personal problem that white folks need to deal with. Yeah, you might want to calm down, gather your thoughts, because them people, they about to do something. They got your man knocked off. With that being said, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You understand me? Now listen, you can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Listen, man. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. Listen, man, I'm going to give you this game straight raw. Right off the brick into the bottles. No fentanyl, no quinine, no baking soda. We ain't water whipping this dope, and we ain't counter whipping this dope. I'm giving it to you straight off the brick into the bottles. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Big salute to CW, Charleston White. I really appreciate Charleston White keeping that same energy. The same energy he got for the urban community. The same energy he had for Nipsey Hussle, Mo3, every black man you could think of, Charleston White has disrespected. I appreciate the same energy for those people. Yeah, we ain't scared. I mean, that just show that Charleston White ain't scared. You gonna get down or you gonna lay down, and if you lay down, you gonna stay down. So I gotta give Charleston his flowers for that. To my Caucasian counterparts out there, we see you. We know that you are out there. We know all about the white people out there that side with us. We know y'all are out there, and y'all just got to understand, we are not getting involved with none of this. We have learned that when white people have nobody to go to war with, when white people have nobody to hate with them, they start to hate themselves. They go to war with each other. That is what's happening right now. You got the Democrats and the Republican. It's white on white violence. That's it. All right? To all the white men out there, white man fight back. White man fight back. Who exactly are you fighting back? Y'all got Donald Trump in the president. So, you know, y'all obviously ain't fighting back against the government, right? Black people ain't have nothing to do with your man getting his head blown off. So it ain't got nothing to do. So who exactly? Don't worry about it. I know you got that pussy. I know you scared. I know you ain't built like that, so you ain't gonna say it. But don't worry about it. I got you. Tomorrow, we're gonna go live, and I'm gonna tell you exactly who you scared of. I'm gonna tell you exactly who you talking about when you say, white man fight back. And I ain't gonna lie to you. You might want to put your gloves on and get ready to fight back. Yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see if this thing is real. We gonna see if y'all built like your ancestors. Are you built like your grandfather? Are you built like the white men that dropped that bomb on Hiroshima? Are you built like those white men that were all indulged in slavery? Are you built like your ancestors? We about to find out. Oh, we about to find out. Don't look to black people. We ain't got, y'all gonna have to stand on 10 toes and we gonna see what y'all made of. With that being said, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You absolutely know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.